Hello everybody. So one thing that's been constant in the last 100+ episodes is the way Haiku looks. Now we know that we can change the wallpaper. We know that we can go to the appearance and change the fonts. We can change the colors one by one. Now, if that's what you want to do. But what's this? Default. Default. Okay. Now there is actually something that we can do about that. There is a way to change the appearance of Haiku. So I've just cloned an empty virtual machine. Why did I do that? Well, I'll let you in on that little secret a bit later. But let's see what we can do here. Go to Haiku Depot and I want available packages. Let's search for extras. Here's a package called Haiku Extras. And let's install it. And it shouldn't take too long, it's not very big. Okay, so now let's go back to appearance. Look and feel. Hey, what have we got here? Okay, now keep an eye on this tab here. That is flat, and that is B. Right, named after BOS, I imagine, which is not quite the same as default. So it's a very slight change, really, and you can change the controls as well. That changes the way these buttons are, how big is the shadow, that sort of thing. That is perhaps not so obvious, but generally you'll want to have these the same. It's a bit subtle, but if somebody wants to, they could change things a lot more considerably. Back in the BOS days, we had themes in there that made your computer look like an Amiga or like an early Mac, or horrors like a Windows machine. So yeah, those things are possible, and of course then you would lose this little tabs functionality, because this would become a bar stretching right across the entire top of the window. Okay, so I have set this back to window. Now, what else can we do? Back to Haiku Depot. And we are now going to search for something else. search for theme. And we're only going to look at the available packages. That should cut it down a bit. And here you have Theme Manager. Now this does something else. It changes the colors, it changes the background, it changes all those sorts of things. You know, that's what we did before is mostly about the inside of a window. This is everything that's outside the window. So it can come with theme collections, etc. So let's install this baby. And it is now going to do something that I don't really approve of, because Theme Manager itself doesn't come with any themes. So it says I'm also going to install these 3 other packages. And frankly, they could have just done this first one and leave the other 2 up to the user. But okay. Downloading. So let's just open up Alright, so now you're going to look in your applications. Where's Theme Manager? And you're not going to find it in applications because it is in preferences. Makes sense, I suppose. Okay, so you get Tune Tracker. So let's apply this. Oh. That's okay, that looks fine. I'm struggling to see the menu here. I mean, this is very light gray, almost as light gray. And it doesn't really look like the screenshot. Stargate Atlantis. Apply that. Okay, this is for people who have trouble reading title bars, I imagine. Can I just double click that? Ah, that's more reasonable. Alright. Okay. This is a Win2K. Funny, I don't remember Windows 2000 looking like this, but okay. Yeah, that's okay. I could live with that. No, don't like it. Very, very gray. Okay, so I see that the actual wallpapers didn't come along with it. I seem to remember that they used to. Must have been a copyright issue there. I guess there'll be somebody who loves this. Also, in none of these have all the icons changed. Surely, let's see, what can you change here? Backgrounds, desk bar, system colors and fonts, window decor, screensaver, sounds, terminal, sound play color, Winamp skin. Okay, BIDE and Eddy colors. Come on, we haven't had those two programs for decades. And apparently PE's colors. You see that the desk bar is also changed. Okay, let's see what PE looks like. Looks very small. You'd have to go back into the file, into the preferences to make that bigger again. Okay, and when you're tired of all this, you can always go back to Haiku. Or can you? Because to my eye, this doesn't look quite the same as standard. This should be bold, for one thing. And there's a bit of a leftover from the... Okay, that's better. So the idea is good, but... Okay, so... Let me see. Oh, that's no good. Well, wouldn't you know it? I actually... This one does have a... This is actually a B theme. Now, Theme Manager can import old B themes. And I was planning to put it in data themes and see if it would pick it up. But it seems to scan the system all by itself, and it found out where it should be. Okay, so now you ask, where am I going to find B themes? And look, it's got a 4x3 backdrop. Let's see. Can we... not have the Haiku. Right. Right. So if I now go here and I unclick that, it should give me everything in that theme except for the wallpaper. See, so you can just say I want Nucleo's colors, but leave my wallpaper alone. So there's a bit of playing around that you can do with this, and then you can save it as a new theme as well. Okay, so the theme manager themes seem to be fairly simple. If you go look in system data, and where is it? UI themes. Which one is this? Then it's just a screenshot and a text file. So it shouldn't be that hard for people to write new themes. Should be possible. However, if we look here, this one, Gonkish, it's supposed to have a bar that goes just over the window edge. Don't know if you can see it. Where's the desk bar on this one? There. Let's see. Magnify, where are you? Okay. You see, but it doesn't affect the desk bar at all. And so there seems to be a lot that was possible in BOS that just is not possible with Haiku as it stands. You probably have to do some major surgery to the app server. And the same here with Aqua OS X. See, this desk bar is supposed to be across the entire width of the window, but it hasn't changed at all. Okay, what are the options here? There are no details, no descriptions. Okay, so now I am going to tell you why I made a separate virtual machine to show you this. And that is that, quite frankly, once you've installed these programs, you may never get your default look back again. As I've said, there is a Haiku theme in here, but it's not exactly the same, is it? I mean, they can't change the shape of this desk bar, but they can change the font. So I've actually tried it. I've uninstalled the program and rebooted, and it still looked like this. Which is unacceptable behavior for a program, to so deeply change system parameters that you are going to struggle to get them back. So in the future, if this program is going to be part of our community, then there should be a put everything back as it. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Defaults. Let's. Nope. Let's see. No, that it does not it. Okay, then There is more themes. And what does that do? It doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, it searches for underscore theme in Haiku Depot. Right. And all it found was, well, this is a terminal theme, which has got nothing to do with the rest of the program. So I think there's some promise in here. It looks like the actual theme manager's themes are not that difficult to construct. I mean, it's really just a text file. And it's if you're more of an artistic type and you want to contribute to Haiku, then maybe you can help us get rid of some of these eyesores. Because these were clearly not designed by artistically inclined people. And there is promise in that. I mean, even if we can't fix that, I think more promising approach would be to do all your changes here until it looks exactly the way you want it to look, and then there's a button here saying save this to a theme, because the fonts and the colors and the wallpaper, I suppose, are all that these things can really change. Now, what did we do here again? No, it's back in default. Okay, well, there's my... There, now you can see. Let's just change that to flat. Change it back to default. See, now it's the theme manager's font still. And for some reason I cannot. That's very strange. Okay, make it flat. Default. Well, see, so there's an incompatibility between this and that. And that's the sort of mess you expect to see in Linux Windows Manager, not on Haiku. So I think this thing needs to die. I think it should be reconsidered completely. Quite frankly. So I may never get the exact normal look back on this, which is why I made a separate virtual machine to make this episode. Yeah, but if you're going to use this on your one and only Haiku installation, well, just be very careful. Thanks for watching, everybody. Just a quick update. I did do a trial run for this episode. Now you will have noticed that the tabs stayed yellow this time, but I clearly remember that they did change color, if not dimensions, the first time. And I think that was because in that time I installed and ran Theme Manager before I installed Haiku Extras. Just a thought.